Good morning, this is Lucinda from Showbiz Software. Thank you very much for joining us for the fourth of our current webinar series. The current webinar series, we're looking at more of the end user experience with Showbiz, because previously we've always looked at it from the show user. So we're going to show it from both sides, as from your customer view and also how the shows will see it as well. So first things first, let's just go through a couple of housekeeping bits and pieces. Can I just make sure everyone's got any microphones or phones on mute, because we've had some issues with feedback in the past. So if everyone's on mute, that'd be fantastic. If you do have any questions, if you could use the chat box on the GoToMeeting screen at the bottom, that would be brilliant. I'll try and keep an eye on them during the webinar, but if not, I can then go and answer any questions at the end of the webinar. The recordings are always available on Zendesk, so once we've finished this one, because they're all recorded, we'll then load it onto Zendesk and then send out a link to everyone so they can then see it at another time. Because I know everyone's really busy, so sometimes you're not able to make certain webinars, so they're always available for later viewing. So as I've said, today is the fourth of our current series of 8 webinars. We've got today is regarding membership, so we'll be looking at it on the behalf of Mike Goddard. He is our fake member, so we've got the different people so you can see it from the end user perspective. Next week we've got the Albert Johnson, who is our judge, and then we've got the other ones like social media following on the 14th, Sophie Walker, the show director, on the 21st, and we've got Valerie Smith, who is our show manager, on the 28th. So let's have a look. So if I just change screens, we'll just change over to the other screen. Make sure you've got perfect. Okay, so we've set up the More Shy Account Show, which is our demos show, so it could be anyone's show. This is our website that we've got set up for the More Shy show. As with a lot of the different elements of Showbiz, it can be integrated either within your website, either by a link from your website to the Showbiz 5 software, or you can also integrate it in so it's all within your site, so the customers don't then have to go to a different site. It's basically all in your website. So what we're going to do is, first thing first, we're going to log in as Mike, who is our member. So if we log in, we've already got Mike set up, so we can log in as him. So the first thing Mike will see when he logs into the system is his dashboard. The dashboard's got lots of different widgets on it. They're all completely movable, so he can set them up exactly as he wants to see them. The system will then save his preferences of how he's saved it, so each time he goes in, they will be in the same places. So we can see on here, we can move the different widgets around. So if he wants to have his basket at the top, you can see that. And then have a look at his different memberships. So each of these widgets are only available if people have purchased those items. So if he doesn't have a TradeStand application, you wouldn't see the TradeStand widget. The same with anything else. So it's just shows the information that he needs. So there are quite a few widgets, so you don't want to end up completely covering your dashboard with lots of widgets that you don't need to see. But you can move them about, you can collapse them, you can expand them, and so everyone can set them up exactly as they need them. So we've got on here, Mike is our member, so at the minute he's got several different memberships on here. You can see the different, whether they're active or they've expired. You can see the different expiry dates as well. So this is exactly as they need to see. They can go in and have a look at it and see the information regarding that membership. So you've got the membership, got the membership number, the information when it's the date joined, and then the information regarding the invoice number and everything like that. You've also got the option, if he wants to cancel it, he can send a message to the show so he can cancel his membership if he wants to. So with the memberships, within the shop, the customers can see all the memberships available to purchase. They can also purchase it for themselves, or if they've got other people linked to them, say like a wife or a child, they can purchase for that person as well, or they can purchase for someone else. So if they want to go through and buy membership for, say, like a friend, they can do that as well. So what we can see here, so if we go to the shop, I can quickly show you that. So the minute he comes into the shop, the system already tells him that he is a member of the show. So then the system will automatically give him membership rates. If you have different rates for members and non-members, the system will automatically give him the members rates. We can go to the membership manager and we can have a look. So these are the available memberships to purchase. You can have as many or as few. You can have the information on here. You can say, you have the name of the membership, and you can also show the information, say like if you get any additional passes, like entry passes, parking passes, you can show that in here so people know exactly what they're going to get for their membership. So what we can do, we can go and purchase, say like a Young Farmers membership. We can add that to the basket. The system will then say the membership's been added to the basket. He can then go and have a look at the basket. If you want to change quantities, you can, but at the minute we're just going to purchase just the one. You've also got the option to set up product rules. So if someone buys a specific product, the system can automatically add certain items to the basket. So in this case, as its own example, it's got the membership, parking pass and meal vouchers. So you can set up exactly what you need to be included for each different type of membership. So if they have different passes, you can set up the exact number of passes they need. That gets added to the basket, and that also can be set up as a postable item. So when you're going through the process of coming up to your show and you need to send out your passes, you can run off a packing list, which I'll show you later, and then that will show you exactly which passes need to be sent to which contact. So that just saves you time and effort. You can literally just quickly run that off, and then you can post the correct items out to the correct people. So what we can do, the system is showing that it's waiting for the user, so it needs additional information. Until this information is given, they then can't proceed to the checkout, which the system is telling them, say if you've got items in your basket which are incomplete or pending approval, you can't then complete until the information has been provided. So all they need to do is just press edit, and then it gives them the option as to who the membership is for. So you can have it for himself, you can have it for a linked contact. So if they tick that, then that will show you the different people that are linked to him. So at the minute we've just got Beth Goddard, which is his spouse. And you can set up these different linked contact types. So you can set up child, parent, friend, anything like that. You can set them all up within the system. And they can also purchase for someone else. So if they're buying it for someone else, they can then put the information in here. And these are the current relationship types we've got set up. As I've said, you can set all these up exactly as you need them. Then go through and put all the information. Mandatory fields are shown with asterisk, and then any additional information they can put in there, and then press save, and then you can process it through to the checkout. So it's really quick and easy. They can put the information, get all the information that you need for the system and for yourselves within the basket. It's also been requested that some people or some shows don't want to sell membership straight away. It needs to be an approval process. That's one of the things we're looking to do in the future, to have memberships very similar to our trade stands and sponsorships, which are an application only process. So you have to apply for it before you're allowed to purchase it. You have to give information. The show will then have a look at it, say yes, approve it, and then they can purchase it. But at the minute it is just a purchasable item. Or you can do it if you wanted to, you can allow them to add it to the basket, but then not then check out. So it's another option if you wanted to do that. So that's what the customers will see. So if we quickly go back to his dashboard. Currently we've got the item in the basket, which is just the Young membership or Young Farmers membership. But what we can do, if we have a look from the show user, so this is, I'm now logged in, opened a different window, I'm now logged in as a show user, so like a show manager. Straight away on the left hand side you see there are a lot more modules, so it's basically got full access to the system, whereas Mike only had the access to his dashboard and the shop, because different logins have different permissions. So Mike only needed to see the two modules. That's why you've got the shop and the dashboard. So on here we can go to the membership manager. So this will now allow, also like you get the different pop-up boxes with information. So just if like first time use, you can see exactly additional help. Once you press got it, then it disappears. So you can see all of the different memberships you've got for the show. You can search, you can set up different rows and views. So you can have current members, expired members. These are all completely set up exactly as you want to see them. So if you want to see it, have a certain view for yourself, you can. You can set up views for just yourself, your own user access can see, or you can set it up so everyone can see that view. And they can't then edit it, but you can, if you need to change it, you can do that yourself. But the person who set up the view can't, or the other people who didn't set up the view can't change it. So what you can do, you can set up exactly what you need for your different views. All of these manager screens, all are very similar. You can search for exactly the information you want to within these. So you can see the different memberships that Mike's got. You can see the membership numbers, join date and everything like that. If you need to change the membership numbers, you can. The system can set up. You can have one membership number that covers all different membership types. Or if you wanted to, you can set them up so they have a prefix. So you can have for family member, it could be like FM and then the number, or vice president, VP. So straight away, when people phone up with a membership query, you can ask them for their number. They can give you the full number with the prefix, and then straight away you know it's like a vice president membership or a standard membership. It's entirely up to you what you can do. I can show you in the settings. So you've got the different membership types. So this is where you set up your different memberships. So you can have a look at them. The system was saying because this product is already in use, you can't edit it. There's only certain items you can edit to make sure that data's integrity is maintained. You can see the number source down here. So everyone has their own. You can select which number source you wish to use. The memberships can be set up for a defined period, just for the time of your show. You can have it from the date purchase for a certain amount of time. There's lots of options for when you set up your memberships as to how your membership runs. You've also got a option that's just been recently added to the system, is a deposit option. So if someone's applied for, say, like a vice president and they can't pay for it all at once, and you give them the option to pay a deposit, you can use that as so they can pay a deposit when they apply for it. You can then say, yeah, this all I can then give them payment installments, that sort of thing, if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you to put that option. And then you've also got the renews membership of type down the bottom. So basically when you set up your memberships for your first show, the next show, once you've finished that show, you can then set up your new show for the next year. The system will then automatically link the new membership to the current membership, and then you can renew all the memberships. The memberships will then get added into the baskets once you renew them, and they will get sent a message saying your membership's been renewed. It's back in your basket for ones that they have to pay for. So like your annual memberships, the membership will get added to the basket. They can then get a message saying your membership's in your basket, don't forget to go and pay for it, and then they can process it through. We've also got the option for direct debit within the system. So if you have customers that are on direct debit, they'll get a message saying your membership's been renewed, and then your membership or the direct debit will be taken on a certain date. So you've got that flexibility as well. So if we come out of here and then just go back and show you the membership type or the membership numbers. So within here you've got the different memberships. So for vice president it could be VP, and family membership FM. It's entirely up to you what you want to prefix and what numbers you want to use. So the system will automatically use the next number that you've told it to use. So what we can do, I can quickly show you, because Mike's only got his young farmers membership in his basket at the moment. So what we can do for the new show, we can create the, say we've created the new show, we can then go through and renew memberships. The system will then go through and show you which memberships you've got, the show you're in, the type of memberships, and then it also shows you which memberships there will be renewed in the next show. So if we have a look at you've got the current, there's 6 memberships there for the associate member. You can select the memberships to renew. That will then say, right, these are the ones that are ready to be renewed. You can see the different options or the outcomes here. You've got certain ones that it will be renewed via the basket in the shop. It will also then show you if it's going to be by direct debit, so you know exactly which ones are going to be renewed by which type. So if we go and have a look and try and find one for Mike. I think he's in the sheep one. So yeah, so we've got Mike. He's got the membership, excuse me, the sheep membership, so you can tick that, and then you can go and say you want to renew that selected membership. That will then say that that's been renewed, so he will now get a message saying that your membership's been added to the basket. Don't worry about processing it because the system will automatically do it via direct debit. So you've got a lot of manageability within the system. You can renew exactly which memberships you wish to. So if there's certain people you don't want to renew, you don't have to renew them. But the system gives you the option, you can do exactly what you need to with it. So that's just a very quick overview of the memberships. I mentioned regarding the postable items. So under the orders, you've got dispatch orders. So this is where you get the system shows you which items need to be posted out to which people. So you can see on here, you've got, say, like life membership, parking passes, all that sort of stuff. The system will show you which items, the quantity that need to be sent out. You can also export that to CSV, so you can have a look at it. You can say open report to say which ones are going to be sent to which people, and then you can also dispatch orders. So once you've posted them out, you can then dispatch it, and then they won't then show up on the list because they've already been dispatched. So you can got the different options for the different order dates. So you've got all the different orders. So if you want to then select certain ones to post out, you can then select, so the top 2 for rows. You can then dispatch the orders. So yeah, confirm that they've been dispatched. When you then look, those ones for rows are now gone. So you could then know that those ones were posted out and the remaining ones are the only ones that need to be sent out. Fantastic. Does anybody have any questions regarding the memberships? Let me just pop back to the other screen. Does anybody have any questions? No? Okay. If you do have any questions, just let me know. You can give me a call, or myself or my colleague Angela, just give us a call. We can happily go through this. As I've mentioned earlier, the recordings will be on Zendesk, so you can go back and have a look at them later if you wanted to. But we've got next week is regarding Albert Johnson, who is our judge, so we can show you the whole link where they've got the My Showdown, the widget. They can then process all the results. They can go out to the field, they can on their phone or their tablet. They can update the results directly if you've got the Wi-Fi capability on this, in your show. They can update the results. That will then get posted back to the show users within your office, who can then post it to social media and all that sort of stuff. So we'll be showing you that next week. Okay, so I don't think anyone's got any questions, but if you do, just give us a call and hopefully we'll see you next week. So thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, if you've got any questions, just give me a call. Thank you. Bye.